Hey, second through fifth volunteers, I missed you all last week so much, but I hope you guys had a great week, that everything ran smoothly. Don't forget, this Sunday at 8:30, we are finishing up the book together. So if you haven't read that last part, go ahead and do so. And even if you haven't been able to read it, just come anyways, right, to have that fellowship with us. We will have breakfast items, and I can't wait to meet with you all. Okay. So, this is a new month, so it's March, and it's all about cooperation, so working together. So a lot of your games this month will be themed with teamwork and that sort of thing. All right, so for our first activity, it's going to be with some popcorn. So you're going to have a bowl of popcorn, an empty bowl, chopsticks, and then you'll use your phone timer. So you're going to have the kids gather on the floor, or in this case, we don't have a table, so just have them gather on the floor. You're going to set the popcorn bowl and the empty bowl side by side. You're going to have two kids stand behind the bowls, and the two kids are going to have to basically try to use the chopsticks to get the popcorn from one bowl to the other one in a 1-minute timer, and to see how many pieces that they can successfully transfer. The next opening activity for this one, it's going to be having the kids sit on the floor in a way that the space in front of them is like a stage. So the kids will meet almost like the audience, if that makes sense. You're going to have two kids come and stand on the stage as actors, and the kids are going to act out an improv scene together. So if they have no idea like what to do, you can give them some suggestions. There's someone here. When you say action, they will go ahead and start acting. When you say freeze, then the actors have to stop moving and talking. And then you'll have one of the kids in the audience replace one of the ones on stage. So then you'll resume it, do the same thing, and you'll keep doing it. So it's just a fun way to get all the kids involved, and they have to try to pick up and figure out what to do and that sort of thing. All right, then it'll be large group video, and after large group video, you're going to need a hula hoop for our first activity. So for this one, the kids are going to be in a tight circle. They're going to extend their arms in front of them with their palms down, and then the kids are going to have to also put their pointer fingers straight out. So you're going to lower the hula hoop into the circle on top of everybody's pointer finger. So you're going to like have a circle of pointer fingers here. And the kids have to work together to lower the hula hoop to the floor while following these rules. So every pointer finger must touch the hula hoop the entire time. If anybody's finger loses contact, they have to start completely over, and their hands have to stay palm down. The hula hoop should rest on top of everyone's fingers. They can't twist their wrist to cradle it. It has to be straight, and they have to communicate with each other while they do it. So it's a fun way, again, cooperation, teamwork, that sort of thing. And then there's a couple discussion questions after that for it. All right, after that, the activity is going to be with the Bible story, and it's going to include some activity pages. So they kind of look like a comic strip, a little bit like this. All right, so for this one, you are going to have the 6 activity pages, because there's 6 of them, in different areas of the group space on the floor. There's going to be coloring supplies that you'll put with each activity page from your bins that you guys have. You're going to assign each kid to one of the 6 pages, so that way, obviously, you have more than 6 kids in your guys' group, so there might be a couple at each page. You're going to have the kids at the station work together to answer the following question: which part of the story do I see in this picture? So once finished, you're going to read through the following points, and there's a bunch of points for you to read through, and they're going to try to figure out which picture goes with which point. So they will color this, talk about it, look at it, and then when you read the 6 points from the story, they have to figure out which paper, which activity page goes with each point. After that, we will go into prayer. So for this one, this is actually going to be different. So if you guys remember, we did resilience journals, which took like the whole month. So for prayer, we're actually going to kind of be doing something a little similar but different. So it's going to be something that we repeat every week, every month, but it's going to be using jars. So their kids are going to have tongue depressors. They look like popsicle sticks, and they're going to have a jar. So you're going to have the kids sit together, do discussion together, and then you're going to give each kid a tongue depressor and a marker, and they're going to basically be creating a prayer on each tongue depressor to put in their prayer jar that they're going to use all month long to help them talk with God through prayer. So You're going to ask the kids to think about something going on in their lives they'd like to talk to God about. They're going to write it down on the tongue depressor, and then they're going to pass the jar around and place it in there. Then you're going to shuffle the sticks around in the jar and then pass it back around the circle, and the kids are going to have to grab one, and that's who they're going to pray for. So we'll be using this jar in different ways all month, so please don't lose it. Please put it back in your box, right, so that we have it, and that is going to be a fun way that we can be interactive with prayer this month. And last but not least, we have our memory verse activity. And so for this one, it also uses activity pages. So the kids are each going to search up Ecclesiastes 4:9, which is our memory verse for the month. They're going to read it, and then they're going to have the kids go into 6 groups. And you're going to give each group a card from the activity page. Then you're going to assign them to, like it assigns them to like a section of the verse. And then they have to try to create motions for that section of the verse. They're going to come together, and then you're going to learn all the motions for the verse together based on what everybody came up with. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you Sunday at 8:30.